I'm Bloomberg News' Craig Giamona in New York. You can follow me on Twitter at SitgaWriter, and you can get all your updates at TikTok.
A US House panel has concluded there was no collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. After a year-long probe investigating Russia's role in the 2016 US presidential election, the House Intelligence Committee's chairman, Devin Nunes, released a draft report Monday, saying the probe has officially ended. But Democrats were not involved with drafting the Republican report. They argue the committee should call back some witnesses, including Donald Trump Jr. and Attorney General Jeff Sessions. The draft report will be given to the Democratic members of the committee on Tuesday for review and comment. Trump Hotels is in talks to manage properties under development by Kushner Companies. President Trump's son-in-law and senior advisor Jared Kushner led Kushner Companies before joining the White House and transferred some assets to family members to avoid conflicts of interest. The news comes at a difficult time for Trump Hotels. Its licensing business has come under pressure since Trump became president. In Panama, owners of a Trump-branded hotel are trying to permanently oust the company as the manager. Properties in New York and Toronto have also been rebranded. A spokeswoman for Kushner Companies say no deal has been struck and that Trump Hotels has, quote, zero equity of any type in our properties or businesses. Stormy Daniels is offering to return money paid to silence her. A lawyer for the adult film star, whose real name is Stephanie Clifford, sent a letter to President Donald Trump's attorneys offering to return $130,000 by March 16. In exchange, she would be permitted to speak openly about her, quote, prior relationship with the president and the attempt to silence her. Among the conditions are that neither Trump nor his lawyer, Michael Cohen, take any action, legal or otherwise, to prevent her recent interview on CBS's 60 Minutes from airing publicly. Trump and his attorneys were given 1 day to respond to the offer. President Trump has issued an order blocking Broadcom's bid for Qualcomm on the grounds of national security. His decision came just hours after Broadcom CEO Hock Tan met Pentagon officials in an attempt to address Washington's concerns over the $117 billion deal. The president's statement says there's credible evidence that the takeover would see Broadcom undermine Qualcomm's lead in 5G and threaten U.S. interests. The Metropolitan Opera fired conductor James Levine on Monday amidst evidence of sexual abuse and harassment. That's according to the Associated Press. Levine's 46-year career at the Met Opera established him as one of the country's top conductors. He was suspended in December pending an investigation into allegations of sexual misconduct. In a statement released on Monday, the Met said, quote, Mr. Levine had engaged in sexually abusive and harassing conduct towards vulnerable artists in the early stages of their careers. Levine has become the highest profile figure in classical music to have his career upended amid a national reckoning of sexual harassment. Representatives for Levine has not yet commented.
The next round of NAFTA talks is scheduled for April 6th. Clearly, President Trump put his best foot forward when he offered exemptions to both Canada and Mexico on aluminum and steel while the NAFTA talks are going on. Could we be hurt? Certainly. In Mexico, from Mexico actually, we import an awful lot of goods in the auto industry. That'll put us back if we don't do something about that. And we send a lot of corn to them. Our main trading partner, of course, one of the main is Canada as well. It doesn't matter if it's lumber, raw materials, we do a lot of trade with them. The idea here is to get our two main trading partners on board with favorable terms for everyone. Nobody wants to be hurt on this, and I think that was the president's message.
I am Arne Delfs in Berlin, where I cover the German government. Germany had waited for this moment for almost 6 months. On Monday, German Chancellor Angela Merkel signed a coalition agreement with the leaders of her